You are now listening to Hong Kong 2, the only podcast sanctioned by People's Republic of China, featuring Chris Lynch and Benjamin Taylor.
Cool. So,
Yeah.
worm.
Yeah, worm in my throat. I don't
You
know
got a
if
worm in
that's-
your throat. You got a total.
Well, I don't think it's an actual worm. Maybe it's just
What is a worm?
a worm. Not a classic worm.
It's more of a.
You know how people say you get tapeworms? Or like you can get tapeworms in your body?
Yeah.
Now, a tapeworm, isn't that just like a long string of bacteria that they call a worm?
Let me look it up.
Because I would be seriously surprised to see. I want to know if it has like organs. What is a tapeworm?
It's a class of parasitic worms.
Told you. Yep.
In the flatworm
Boom.
phylum.
Yuck.
So it is.
That would be like the grossest. That's probably the grossest thing that you can get inside of your body. You think, right?
It's. I mean, I don't know how you define it. It doesn't look like an animal.
But it
It's
is
like a string.
right. Is there anything that's more disgusting than a tapeworm being inside of you? Aside from like maybe a debilitating disease.
A tapeworm. Yeah.
A tapeworm?
Tapeworm.
Dude, if I look down at my forearm and I saw there was a tapeworm like wiggling around
like in your skin.
under my skin, that's
Yeah.
where they live.
They live. I thought they lived in your stomach.
Is that so? I thought that maybe see, intelligent. If it was an intelligent tapeworm, it'd be able to move throughout your
Undercooked
body.
pork, beef, and fish.
Uncooked pork, beef, and fish. I heard that you get it by eating ramen noodles raw. But that could have just been a schoolyard thing that I was told.
Because they
as a
look
kid.
like worms.
Well, or there's like some kind of health. There's some adverse health effect to eating raw ramen noodles.
No, that's
Are you sure?
That's a recess tale.
Okay. Have you heard that tale as well? That you can get tapeworms from eating raw ramen
No,
noodles?
no. You know what? I actually wanted to look this up. I kind of want to start with this. I wanted to look up celebrities that have committed DUI manslaughter.
I can name one off the top.
Who?
Matthew Broderick.
Really?
Yeah. Look up Matthew Broderick car killing. That's a
Celebrities who have commit. Yep, the first one is Matthew Broderick.
That's crazy, yeah.
So celebrities charged with manslaughter. Matthew Broderick,
Who I
Vince
love.
Neil of Motley Crue,
I love Matthew Broderick, but continue.
Vince Neil of Motley Crue.
Right. I don't listen to that shit.
Laura
Motley Crue.
Bush.
Laura Bush? Dude.
Laura Bush.
Laura Bush has a manslaughter charge?
Yeah, I think it's vehicular.
Fuck.
As when she was 17.
Oh, get out of town.
We got Elle Bush. We got
Shit, man. I know Laura Bush
Don
killed someone.
King.
Don King, that doesn't surprise me. He's like the piece of shit. Fucking black guy.
Ted Kennedy. Anywho,
That's familiar.
I was curious.
Yeah.
because I was watching a video of a 17-year-old girl who committed DUI manslaughter, and
Don't forget Paul Walker. There was somebody in the car with him.
was he driving?
Fuck, wait, maybe I'm thinking of who am I thinking of?
Ryan Dunn.
Ryan Dunn. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Ryan Dunn should be on that list.
Surprised you didn't immediately think about that.
That's fucked up, man.
well, if you die at impact, if you die and commit manslaughter simultaneously, I think it just cancels it.
Cancels it
Yeah.
each other out.
Yeah.
I don't
'Cause
know.
you're dead.
I feel like you'd. What if you killed the guy? What if the guy died like a second before you in the car, and that would make you the killer?
But you're dead. You're dead.
You're dead anyways. But you have to answer for it in the afterlife. So
True.
So at the gates, they'd be like,
It's complex.
"You caught a murder charge
at the lower
1
gates.
second."
The lower gates.
The lower gates. That's where Ryan works.
Yeah. Yeah. RD.
Ryan died and immediately got promoted to like manager of hell.
Of Satan?
Yeah, he's like one of Satan's managers.
Yeah, so
Guys, we're drinking Corona Premiers.
yeah, so what was your what was your idea behind choosing this specifically? As opposed to Corona Extra.
This was the first beer that I saw when I walked into the liquor store.
This is like the light version of Corona.
Is it? Mm-hmm. What, meaning it has less alcohol than an average Corona?
No, I don't think that necessarily. But less calories.
Oh.
It's 4% alcohol by volume, which I think is standard for
That's
Corona.
Yeah. I like Coronas. I don't mind.
90 calories.
It was either this or Heineken, and I'm not a fucking idiot. You know, I would never drink a Heineken willingly. Unless somebody like put a gun to my head and said, it's your life or a Heineken.
Yeah, and then you'd hesitate.
Yeah. You know what's a good beer? Newcastle's.
Not a fan. Red ale?
Really?
Brown ale.
Why is that? Are you just...
I don't like the taste.
Are you still growing up?
I'm still growing up. No, I don't like the taste. It tastes like caramelly. I don't know. Not a fan.
I don't like caramel. I don't like anything caramel. Yeah.
Really?
Nah, candy apples, no thank you. I also don't like cinnamon.
Milky Way?
Yuck. Yucky.
Yucky. Milky Way.
Ew.
Milky Way.
What's in it? A Milky Way is just chocolate and caramel.
nougat.
Caramel nougat. God. People need
Three Musketeers are vile, in my opinion.
Dude, I've never had a Three Musketeer in my whole life. I've never had a Musketeer, a Milky Way. I've never had a Twix. Anything that is...
You've never tried any of those?
No. It's disgusting.
You're not a candy guy, really.
I seem like a candy guy, really?
I mean,
I'm not.
You're not a candy guy.
But...
You're a mayo, savory, umami kind of guy.
What
Well,
about
you just
me?
listed very famous candies that you don't like. So I'm saying you're not a candy guy.
I don't like chocolate.
You don't like chocolate?
No,
Okay.
not really.
Okay.
No, chocolate's for pregnant women,
That's fair.
which I'm not one.
No. What about that peanut M&M?
I watched Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory though the other day. Mm-hmm. That made chocolate look delicious.
Oh yeah.
Just the packaging.
Have you seen the new one with what's his name?
Timothy Chalamet.
No, the one, or I guess it's not new, but the remake with Johnny Depp, I think.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
Johnny Depp who's
That
what I'm
one,
talking about?
Yeah. It was.
I think it's Johnny Depp.
It's Johnny Depp is the lead. Yeah. Nah, I haven't seen. I saw it maybe when I was a kid. Honestly, I don't really fuck with
2005.
that shit. The coloring in that movie. I remember the color grading was
Pretty
like,
nauseating.
dude, so nauseating. It's like white. Everything has a very like thin sheen of white over it, and it's very, very distracting. I don't like that movie. The original one is fucking awesome. That was so cool.
Now there's a movie, I don't know the name of the movie, but it's with there's a back and forth between Richard Pryor and who's the original Willy Wonka guy?
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder. There's a back and forth between Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor in the movie
Blazing Saddles?
No.
That's not a Richard Pryor movie, is it? I don't know. Do you have
It is.
Do you have a bottle opener over there? Or your keys are on the counter? I got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. What is that movie?
Probably Blazing Saddles.
Fuck. Oh, hear no evil, see no evil.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Anywho,
Gene Wilder's a good actor.
yeah, I only know him from
Willy Wonka?
Willy Wonka. I don't think I've watched a.
You've never seen The Producers?
No.
Really?
Yeah, we can't talk about it. It's going to be all no's from me.
All right.
My knowledge,
All right.
unfortunately.
Just don't watch movies or
No, something happened when I was a kid.
regarding movies?
I don't know what. Apparently, everybody in the world grew up and seen all these movies, and I'm in some sort of like Mandela effect universe timeline where I've never seen movies.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, man. What about TV shows?
Yeah.
Nah. Do you watch TV shows? What do you do, man? What the fuck do you do?
Well, growing up, I would play a lot of Xbox.
Which, the original one?
No, like Xbox 360. But I would come home from high school every day and play Halo 3 online on Xbox 360 or COD. And I would see some movies. I mean, I remember seeing like
But what about when you were like a
Spider-Man.
baby? You don't remember watching movies when you were like a kid? Like before the Xbox?
Some, yeah, some. Not a lot though. Not my parents. I remember I had friends growing up when I was young. Their families would have
Movie nights?
rows of DVDs, like Blu-ray. They would have like they would basically get the DVD or Blu-ray of every movie they ever seen in theaters as a family.
Right.
I don't think we had any. We might have had 3 DVDs. I remember very vividly though watching Borat when I was a kid, and I watched it probably when I was a little too young to be watching that. It was kind of vulgar for like a 9-year-old, but that was dope.
Damn, that's crazy.
And I think I used to go to these places or like flea markets with my aunt, and it was kind of in the hood, and they would sell bootleg DVDs. So like I remember watching Harold and Kumar go to White Castle
Bootleg?
off of a theater recording
Whoa.
from like the hood vendors.
That's
that was pretty
awesome.
cool. So I'm a little hood. I got a little hood in me.
In the flea market.
Yeah, flea market. Oh yeah, you could buy little bags of mid. Too.
Yeah?
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've been to a flea market.
You probably have, but you just didn't maybe it was called something else. Flea market's just a big indoor/outdoor.
You know why they call it a flea market? You ever watch a war movie and the soldiers are moving through the Afghani and it's like they got baskets on their head. It's like people yelling at you. Who-da-da.
Baskets? Like women carrying produce?
carrying baskets on their head full of shit. I mean, just general
like the scene from Team America.
No, not like a Team America scene. Like I think just dealing with like a fucking Muslim market would be such a pain in the ass.
Why is that?
Because you'd have everybody's yelling all the time.
That's a lot of cultures have it's loud.
I don't like that. Why can't people? You know what was
for Westerners?
You know what is like the upgraded version of that is if remember when we went to Miami and we went to the Diamond District or whatever it was, like the Watch District.
Yeah,
that's like the civilized version. Like if we managed to
they're selling watches though.
If we integrated these people into society, well, yeah, but
they're selling onions where they're selling $20,000 watches.
In Iraq, why don't they just build shitty concrete buildings with offices? Okay, everybody can have their own little office and they can they can sell their stuff out of their office. Why does it have to be in the dirt? Why does it have to be in the dirt outside in the day?
I think
but everyone's wearing sandals.
That's trying to impart like Western infrastructure into. We've tried to impart Western infrastructure into Africa and the Middle East, and then
what
it
do they
just
just
doesn't
like?
work. It doesn't.
Do they not? They like it ugly? They like it when it looks ugly?
It's just that's a complicated question.
Well, look, I'm just saying this. Okay, I would never do business in one of those markets.
You wouldn't buy an onion for 5 cents? We would never be in that situation ever, so it doesn't matter. But going to some
as we speak, I guarantee you there's probably halfway around the world there's a Westerner trapped in a market right now who's like, I don't want to be here. Remember Lord Miles? The guy who got
sounds familiar.
Incarcerated by the Taliban and then he ended up befriending all of them?
That sounds familiar.
It was a big news story. It wasn't like a month ago. It was longer than that.
Was it a dude that willingly went to a different country.
Yeah,
to
he's like a vlog, like a travel vlogger.
Yeah. They love that. If they're going out to do that, they know what they're getting into.
Oh.
But in terms of an American flea market, they can be fun. I remember when we went to Creator Clash 1, we were in Tampa, and we went to a flea market, and they sell like airbrushed shirts and like a bunch of crap, but it's kind of it's interesting to
I don't know about the airbrush stuff.
They sell sunglasses, just like
yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying like this.
it's poor people stuff,
right?
But
so why do you go?
I don't know. Just look at poor people who go to Walmart and they buy like bullshit because they're like
Poor and retarded.
yeah, and they get probably a dopamine rush like with a full cart full of shit. They're like, oh, I got great value waffles, and I got a new floor mat, and I got a.
Do you frequent flea markets?
No.
Okay. This is like a. We're on this topic because you were talking about how you had bootleg. You found bootleg movies
flea market.
there.
Yeah, flea market. So this is that was when I was younger. I don't frequent many places unless it's.
I made it a point to never step foot in a Walmart again.
Well,
after me and Jet had a long talk about this, but I think, and this isn't based in fact or anything, but I have a hunch that they have some kind of microwave device inside of the ceilings at Walmart that microwaves you from a distance. Yes.
No.
Don't shake your head. And it slowly fries your brain while you're in the Walmart. The ceiling microwave. I don't know if it's controlled by employees, if they have to aim the beams at you, or if it's just like an area of effect type drip.
An AOE.
Yeah, an AOE attack.
Debuff.
But I should probably up the iris or the thing on this. It's getting darker.
We're reaching dusk.
We're reaching dusk, and I'm going to readjust the camera settings now. Cool.
So you and Jet came up with a theory.
Well, it's not really
purely based off of just a vibe.
Well, this is like it's called an energy weapon or some shit. I guess SWAT teams have access to it. It's like I don't know if it's like a sound. It's like some kind of sonic.
Is it to make you buy more stuff?
It is to make you a poor retard. And the last time I was at a Walmart, okay, I was walking to the checkout line, and I don't know what I had, but it wasn't important. I was just going to get something, and then I was leaving the Walmart, and I kid you not, this Puerto Rican lady, her child is in like the baby stroller, and she's like going towards the checkout line, but this mother like got distracted by the talkies. Because you know how they have like rows of chips as you're going to the checkout line?
Yeah.
So she just like was pushing her baby, and then she let go of her stroller and walked off into the distance to start surveying talkies. And her child was just in the stroller.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, there's no way anybody would do that unless they're being actively microwaved and targeted by Walmart staff.
Yeah, I mean, that theory could very well be true, but
I think it's probably.
I mean, I've been in my fair share of Walmarts, and I don't start acting like a zombie, or I just haven't been affected because I haven't gone enough.
It's like an exposure thing. The more you go, the weaker your immune system gets to defending against that. I'm not sure what the beam would be called. It's probably called
maybe a Ben. A BJB. It would be a Ben and Jet beam.
Ben Jet beam.
Because
no, they hit everybody with it. Fuck it, whatever. You're looking at me like I'm crazy right now. I'm not.
Well, you just said there's a beam that makes people retarded. So I'd have to speculate.
I didn't say a beam necessarily. But it could be an area of effect.
So you said microwave. So a frequency that would affect the.
Or they just have microwaves propped with the door open on top of the ceiling tiles. Yes. Don't shake your head. Yes.
So Walmart might have this area of effect weapon. Trade off is you it's a one-stop shop because you can get a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, basically.
So you get microwaved a little bit, but then you can get clothing, and you can also get waffles and
I saw a really fun. There's a really funny. Do you ever watch police body cam videos?
yeah. Police activities, I like them a lot. I've seen tons of police videos.
I saw my favorite one. Do you have a favorite one?
Yes, I do have a fair one.
Do you want to go first? Let me go first. I have a really funny police body cam video that I think about.
Maybe it's the same one as mine.
I seriously doubt it. Mine's pretty mine's crazy. So there's this guy, this older guy who impersonates an FBI agent, and he goes to Best Buys and like takes phones off the display. And his cover is that he's an FBI agent, and he just like has a badge and a gun and shit. So then the cops come, and the guy's like, he's stealing an iPhone, and then they apprehend him, and they're like, "Are you an FBI agent?" He's like, "Yes." And then they go, "No, seriously, are you an FBI agent?" He's like, "No." And then they go, "Good, so you just committed a felony?" And he's like, "What? What'd I do?"
Impersonate an FBI agent?
Yeah, it was just really funny because they go. It took like all they had to do was ask him twice.
Oh, okay. No, I've not seen that one.
And it's like a really older. It's an older dude who's stealing iPhones off. He's like in his 60s.
What would stealing iPhones have to do with being an FBI agent?
I think he was just like a retarded old guy.
Yeah, he thought that was a genius plan.
I like that video because there's no violence. No one's getting gunned down violently.
That's pretty good.
It's just an old guy.
I have two favorite ones, but I would say my favorite would be there's a police officer with I don't know what the altercation was to start it, but he's in this like apartment complex like stairwell thing, and the cops like show me your gun or like whatever. He was like, just chill out, man. And it's this black guy who's like, "Oh, you a rookie, aren't you?" And he flashes his gun, like, or he's pointing it at the cop. The cop's like being really cool, calm, and collected. And the guy's like, "Oh, you a rookie. Just leave. Put that gun away. Just leave right now. You a rookie. You ain't gonna shoot me." Like that type of shit. And then the cop is like really good. He's like, "All right, man, put the gun down. It's okay. And then he keeps like doing this and like taunting him. And then the cop does like a super quick
draw.
Yeah.
He quick draws on him.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Does he shoot him?
Yeah. It's pretty.
Does he kill him?
I don't know if he died, but there's another crazy. This is all police activity. There's another crazy one in Texas. Police officers die in it. Like it's like a warrant. Like knock on the door. Grandma comes out, and then like
she come out guns blazing.
No, her grandson or whoever she's like hiding in the house comes out with fully autos, like like fully auto, like there's cops at the door, and that dude comes out and is like like.
Starts mowing them.
Mows two of them down.
Whoa,
it was fucked. Maybe I'll overlay the.
Like the audio.
Yeah, I don't know if I should show police activity videos for our own channel.
Do you want to like just do it with your mouth?
Well, that was pretty much it. But there's a couple. There's a lot.
We can reenact it if you want.
Yeah.
So we don't get copyright striked.
Yeah, but
I'll use my head. I'll just use my imagination.
Yeah. We'll just watch them later.
That's crazy, man. That's
police activity's dope.
Man, there are some.
I think Jet put me onto police activity.
There's some really interesting police activity videos. I wonder if you were a cop, what's the last thing you'd ever want to deal with? You can handle every other type of call except for
the last thing a cop would want to deal with is
no, you as Chris. Chris the cop.
Chris the cop.
Yes. Like arguments, like disputes.
Domestic violence call. Having to go to a house where like a guy is like gonna like shoot his wife or like beat like that.
How would you handle that?
Or a mass shooting call.
How would you handle like if you were a cop and you got a call that's like, okay, Officer Lynch, we need you to go to XYZ. The guy's about to kill his wife. We need you to defuse the situation, and you show up.
First, I'd send a quick prayer.
You'd send him a quick prayer in the squad car, or would you
suit up? I mean, wherever I'm at. I could be chilling at I could be chilling at Dunkin' Donuts, just waiting for a call.
And being a cop would
be with my best, find my best guy, find the best guys, and just remember my training.
What kind of gun would you want? Deagle.
Depends on what the situation is. I don't know. I don't know if like I don't know how cop hierarchy works for like, if you're this cop, you can only like you can only use a pistol, or I don't know if like.
But let's just say like for the sake of the story, you can have any gun in the whole world. Like,
if it's
what gun would you want to go respond to a domestic violence call with? Domestic violence.
Like a
6-shooter,
a pistol.
Just a regular standard pistol.
Yeah, it depends though. It's like it could be like a domestic violence call. If it's like a hostage situation, then you got 10 guys.
Mm-hmm.
You got a helicopter. I don't know. I'm not very versed with police operations, so
I would go with a katana. I would go with two katanas strapped to my back, and I would have a 6-shooter, a nickel-plated 6-shooter in my pocket. And if I was a cop, the first thing I would do before I even was assigned my beat or whatever, I would petition to have my own outfit that's separate from all the other cops. Mm-hmm. My outfit would be the classic Wyatt Earp in Tombstone. I'd have a black trench coat.
So this is all a self-indulging role play fantasy you're going into. You're totally out of the realm of what real police do right now. You're kind of doing like
I'm like doing my own thing over here.
Superhero story. But go on.
But it would be cool though.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. If you're, I mean, if we're gonna talk about that, I would want a mech suit. I mean, yeah, I would want Fallout power armor at that point. You're talking about katanas, like you're talking about being Zorro.
I think you in a mech would be really funny.
Oh, I would slay in a mech. If I was in a mech suit, I would.
Dude, I don't know why crush the house.
I don't know why we don't have mech suits now readily available. We got fucking Apple Pro Vision. Fucking.
Oh my god, have you been seeing the videos of that shit? I saw a video on Twitter today. It was a guy in a Cybertruck, and he's wearing his Apple Vision, and his Cybertruck is like self-driving, and he's tapping shit. I gotta get on that, man. I gotta get a Cybertruck. I gotta get Apple Vision, and I will never take it off ever. What does it do, anyways? That bullshit.
The Apple Vision?
Yeah.
It's goggle. It's these big ski goggles, but you can see in front of you. Like you can see.
Oh, it's an advertisement.
Yeah, for the orange screen.
Sorry, guys. We've got a solid orange screen pulled up on YouTube, and it's playing an ad.
Back to orange.
We're back to orange.
Great.
Fuck. Oh yeah. So Apple Vision, big ski goggles.
Yeah. So they're these goggles, and you can. It's effectively augmented reality. So you're seeing what's in front of you, but then you have a screen. You have like a widgets where it's like, okay, like I pull up. I have like Spotify. I have Safari. I have YouTube. And I can pull up a YouTube video or like Google Docs, and then it does hand recognition as far as I can tell from what I've seen. That you do hand recognition and you can type stuff. And then
wow!
Yeah, but you can see what's in front of you. It's just overlays.
Wow! So it's like that's pretty neat.
It's like a 360. Overlays with windows, so like it's like if I had them on, we'd be doing the pod, but I could have
YouTube video.
I could have like YouTube shorts just like going through, like, and I'm watching that and I like press it, but I think your hands are detected from.
Wow.
Yeah. But but again,
The technology, I would assume, is probably not very good right now.
I mean, seems pretty. I think the base model of the product is $3,500, so it's pretty expensive and it looks impressive. I would try one. I would never.
You never walk around with.
Yeah, because like you're wearing like VR goggles with a battery pack in your pocket.
It looks retarded.
Yeah, it's the technology is there, but they need to make it more ergonomic and like
Right.
like a pair
Maybe
of
if it was just
glasses.
like simple, like cool shades, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
We're probably a couple years away from that.
yeah.
What's with the so I see that and then I see Neuralink. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
That's the Elon Musk?
Yeah, that's like something that's like wet tech, like that, or like that's like putting something in your brain to augment your. That's some real cyborg shit.
Right.
Something that goes under the skin.
Yeah, that's
So,
freaky.
I think that's.
Would you do that if it let you play PS1 games wherever you wanted? But they would have to cut your thing open and like put it in your brain. But you could play any PS1
I would
game
do it
anywhere.
after. I would do it after years of testing and like if 10,000 people died or like got brain injuries, it would depend on it. You know,
How many people have to die before you would allow that to happen to you? Like, what's a safe number? 10, 20? You think 100,000 people have to die before it's safe?
I would say if 5,000 people had health complications, if 5,000 people had health complications or death
Yeah.
within a 10-year period, probably then.
Okay.
Because that's like with anything. When the Wright brothers, you know, created the aircraft, you know, how many years after that did we start getting safe commercial
Right.
airlines? So it's all
A lot of people probably had to die.
yeah, and so you're just gonna wait. When new groundbreaking stuff comes out that might have health risks. I mean, the big one right now is vaping.
Vaping
We're all test subjects right now for 20
yeah.
years from now.
Oh, vaping's like starting to catch up with me, I think.
And
I've been vaping for, dude, how long have you been vaping now? Been vaping for like 7 years. Started when I was like 16.
I mean, consistently vaping 5 years, 4, because it wasn't consistent for me. It would be like on and off because I never really got into nicotine. But the younger generations, I'm looking, you know, you're seeing 14-year-olds that are ripping Juuls or whatever in high school, and it's like, but
I was ripping. When I was in high school, I had the Soren Air, which is like it's like the skinny.
is it refillable?
It was refillable, but it was like not a thing. It was like, you know, box mods and shit. It's like very imposing. This thing was like the MacBook of vapes.
Okay, wasn't familiar.
And it had a top pod that you could just pop the top pod off, and like it was so sleek.
It's like a Juul.
It's like a Juul. I might actually get that again. That was a really good vape, and that's what I used. That's what I was smoking on.
The Juul was the introduction to me vaping.
The Juul was the OG. Yes.
The Juul. I saw one of my friends with the Juul. I never heard of it. I'm like, what are those little tiny ones that you guys are smoking? And it's like, oh, it's a Juul, super new. They had flavors. They had like mango and.
You know what's getting
fruit
popular
punch
now
or
is
something.
the Zen shit.
Yeah,
Isn't that like
that's like dip.
okay.
It's like dip, but it's.
Have
in
you
a
ever
pouch.
dipped before?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times when I was younger.
Not very
Tried
good.
it. No, it's pretty unpleasant. But the Zyn, the Zyn is kind of like the new thing for dip or whatever. You just put a pouch in.
Yeah.
You get a nicotine buzz. You don't have to spit.
I always hear this thing
swallow
about a nicotine buzz from dip. I don't understand. Because to me, the nicotine buzz is when it hits your lungs, and then you feel the like.
Yeah. The mouth feels good.
Like, what is the
Zyn is more I think people are transitioning to Zyn to get away from vaping because Zyn is just straight up nicotine going. It's like more or less like nicotine gum. You know, nicotine gum is like a way for people to stop smoking.
Right.
Zyn is kind of similar to that, where you're not doing any of the lung stuff. You're not.
I don't ever see myself quitting vaping. Vaping is the best thing to happen to the world since cigarettes were invented.
Yeah, I mean they're great. I mean
I'm excited for the future of vape technology. Me personally, I think
as long as fucking half of the country doesn't die from some fucking stupid disease that vaping causes. But I don't know. I mean, you know, it's not my
weed the
proudest
week
vice,
out
but
for all I as far as I'm concerned. If vaping is what takes you out, then good riddance.
a lot of great minds are vaping though. Like everybody on our
Can't be
team.
that great of a mind if you're fucking vaping.
I mean, isn't everybody on our team vaping all the time besides like Sam?
True, actually.
Yeah, I think me, you,
I think everybody that we know vapes.
Jet, Luke,
Yeah, everybody vapes.
Schultz doesn't vape.
Schultz doesn't vape.
Bobby Hacker.
Well, there
vapes.
are exceptions to that,
Yeah. Yeah.
If your mind is,
It reminded me.
some people are like, the average Joe does not have a great mind, but then some people are like me. I'm excited for the future of vaping, and I'm, I want to be around for every step of it.
The Puff Bar and the Elf Bar were really groundbreaking.
The Puff Bar, that's the cylindrical one, or like
The Puff Bar was like shaped like a jewel, but it was disposable. You throw the whole thing out.
yeah.
Puff Bar.
Yeah.
First time I had one was in LA
Oh yeah.
in 2019, the beginning of right before COVID. And I had a lychee Puff Bar, and I was like,
What part of California were you in? Los Angeles.
No, I was in Los Angeles, but I want to give you the exact area. I was visiting New England boy, and I was in northwest.
California.
I think it was in
Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't really matter.
West Hills. It's like near. It's like this fucking city is too big.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Anyways, it was like northwest.
Okay.
LA. It
That's
was in a
fine.
nice part, but yeah, it was that's where I discovered the Puff Bar.
When's
But
the last time we were in California as a team? It was a while ago, huh?
you weren't there, but it was Mondo Megabits.
I was there. What, a couple years ago?
Were you at the first Mondo?
Yeah, the one at the airplane hangar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. You don't remember me being there.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's fine. We weren't really like. I didn't really know
You
you that
were,
well.
yeah, you were an affiliate, but you weren't.
I
You weren't
wasn't
full time at that
nah,
point, but
yeah.
you still came.
I was working at the golf course. That's when I was working at the golf course. Yeah,
That was fun.
That was
Mondo.
cool.
The Mondo was fun.
it was fun. A designer was hanging on the bars or something.
Ark's K nephew.
Ark's K nephew. Someone broke the set.
Yeah, Ark's K nephew. I think did that. But we had
It was funny.
designer pulled up,
Yep.
performed Panda like 4 times.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked that trip.
James Ferraro performed. I don't know if you're familiar with James
I'm
Ferraro.
not. I
But
hear his
he's-
name tossed around frequently, but
He's
he's a good dude.
yeah. In terms of experimental electronic music, he's like one of the big dogs. And he doesn't do performances often, so it was kind of a rare thing. And that was a lot of fun.
Have you been making music lately?
Yes. I've been spending maybe 1 to 2 to 3 hours a week making music.
A week?
Yeah.
We gotta pump those numbers up.
I do. I was planning on doing it tonight.
Yeah?
Later in the night, just because I felt inspired the weekends are the only times I can do it. Cause
Maybe when we wrap the pod, we should open up FL Studio.
yeah.
I'd be down. I've been wanting to make a song lately. Do you have all your recording stuff down there? All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
We were me, Jet, and Jameson were gonna have like a night together. This was a couple of nights ago. We were like at KP and we were drinking. We're like, yeah, let's make music. Let's do it. And then
rap music?
Yeah, rap music. And then we cause Jet got new rockets.
Really?
Yeah, so he's got really nice rockets.
What
and
size?
The big ones. The biggest rockets you can buy. I think
Really?
they're like they're not that expensive. He said that he paid like $300 for each of them, and he got 2.
Okay.
They're really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were great. And then so yeah, we were gonna make music, but then we were so impressed with the sound quality that we just ended up watching movies.
Oh, with the speakers.
Yeah,
the
with
new
the speakers.
Yeah.
We watched. Have you ever seen the Pusher franchise? Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it.
That's crazy. Crazy movies.
Yeah.
And then we watched the new movie. There's a new Joaquin Phoenix movie called Beau is Afraid.
I've heard of that.
That was a good movie. A little, got kind of slow at the end, but it's getting harder to find new movies that are really good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a movie I watched. I watched this like Priscilla Presley movie last night.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking gay.
Yeah.
Sucked. Elvis is but he's pretty cool.
Dude, he was getting some serious pussy.
Oh, dude. Are you kidding me? If you could be one rock star in history, would you be Elvis or Michael Jackson?
Elvis.
Really?
I mean, Michael Jackson is so big, and he has the little kid.
Yeah, but you can be Michael Jackson though. You don't have to do the kid shit. Like you can just be a normal Michael Jackson. If you could,
Yeah.
just for a day. If it's too weird, then just do it for a day. I probably wouldn't want to be Michael Jackson for more than a day.
Yeah. I think Elvis is more
Swag.
not more swag, but just a little more.
I don't know, man.
He's more rock and roll. Michael Jackson makes great like pop and R&B or whatever you want to call it, but I would identify with Elvis more.
He also wore cooler outfits.
I would be Kurt Cobain.
You would be Kurt Cobain, really?
Yeah, because that's more in the vein of what I would identify with. Not the outlook on life and like whatever, but
the being depressed part.
Yeah, or I would be like Axl Rose or like Slash or something.
That would be
that's more badass.
You'd be a rock star in the 80s, huh? That'd be your decade.
Yeah, I mean,
the 80s
like Metallica.
The 80s would have been fun to be famous.
Oh yeah, being fucking James Hetfield from Metallica.
Yeah,
I mean they're fucking running their course with they've been around for a while and they're still doing stadium shows. But I mean, I don't know.
I would have been a rock star in the.
Would you go back? You'd be more Jimi Hendrix.
I would have been. You know who would have been a fun rock star to be, bro? And this probably sounds gay, but I'll say it anyways. I would have been Jim Morrison. That'd been fun.
Yeah,
he seems like he had a really
being
fun
any
life.
of the Beatles, he'd probably be.
He's not a Beatle. He's in the Doors.
Oh, whatever.
But a Beatle would be sick too.
Who is in the
Beatles? That's Paul McCartney
and George
Harrison.
George Harrison. I got
George Harrison, Ringo Starr, and then the other guy whose name I
Van
don't care
Halen.
about.
I would be Van Halen.
Van Halen would be awesome
because he does the fucking crazy shredding solos.
Oh yeah, that's right up your alley. You'd be playing guitar.
Yeah, that's I mean, I would do something guitar based because that's just what I could.
That would be awesome to see you playing guitar in front of like 30,000 people.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
That'd be cool.
Although those bigger shows are,
you should do it.
Not as intimate.
You're good at setting up stuff. You can set that up.
Set up a
stadium show.
A stadium show where
maybe just a 3 hour long like Chris guitar demo?
Yeah, if I had
30,000.
I'd have to prep a little bit, but yeah, that'd be fun.
We were on the topic of the best decade to be a rock star.
Yeah, the best.
And which rock star we'd like to be. You said Van Halen. I said Jim Morrison. And
the Doors. That's early 70s.
Those are like late 60s, early 70s, which probably would have been a really cool time to be a rock star.
Black Sabbath. I think they would
probably
be
around the same time, right?
Yeah, I think Black Sabbath would be really cool.
Wait, Black Sabbath was not late 60s, early 70s. That was like 80s, right?
I believe so. Somewhere
Some shit
early
like that.
80s. I'm not familiar, but just because like a lot of
If you could be a rapper, what rapper would you want to be?
from any time period.
Any time period.
Well, I'll say I don't know, bro. You ever see that? You ever see that video of DMX at that giant festival?
Mm-mm.
There's a video of DMX at like a huge outdoor festival, like from the 90s, like huge. I can't look it up right now, but it like Woodstock's
Right.
like size type of thing,
Right.
and that seemed pretty awesome. But
DMX would have been good.
DMX, yeah, because he was
cool.
he was kind of in his own lane. A lot of rappers and R&B artists from the early 2000s, like being Usher in the early 2000s, being T-Pain.
I would have been. What do you think? Fuck. Probably not a good idea to be Kanye. That would have been a pain.
In terms of recent developments.
Just not even but like I guess like graduation Kanye would have been fun.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, Kanye is one of the biggest artists ever.
Yeah.
Being Drake would be cool.
Being Drake would probably be the best.
But also Drake came from Hollywood because he was in Degrassi.
Yeah.
So he kind of was not an industry plant, but he was already kind of set up for success. I mean, obviously he's talented. But yeah, and rappers.
I don't know. There's too many. There's too many good ones.
Yeah.
That's a hard.
Eminem, back in the day.
Wow. I would have been Eminem like after he made it out of the shithole. Like I wouldn't be
Really?
Detroit, dude. If I was living on 8 Mile, I'd fucking kill myself.
No, but that's when his like good music was coming out.
I wouldn't want to put in the work for that. I would
'Cause
rather
now the
be,
new stuff, he's like,
I would-
I'm
I
not
would let-
afraid.
I would like Eminem to do all of the hard work, and then I'll inhabit his body and career
Okay.
around relapse,
Okay.
and then I will go back into Ben form before he starts getting like corny and starts dropping all bullshit.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever? I was just thinking about this. I was watching a movie last night about Lindsay Lohan. It was like a Lindsay Lohan movie
yeah.
from the early 2000s.
What movie?
It was called Just My Luck. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's not a very good movie. I fell asleep like halfway through it, but I was watching it with my girl, and I said something offhandedly about like how Lindsay Lohan's super blown out 'cause she got so much, and my girl's like, "No." I was like, "Yeah, that really happened." Right?
Yeah. I mean,
There was like I see this picture, and it's like the 4 main stars of Disney from like the early days on the network. And it's like Amanda Bynes,
Lindsay Lohan, Hannah Montana,
and then like some other Disney star, and it's like before and after pictures.
Lindsay Lohan was the only one that
Escaped.
was unscathed.
Oh no shit!
As far as I could tell, Lindsay.
She didn't have any kind of like public.
She didn't. I don't think she like got drugged out or like. I think she like had a normal.
So
life.
I was mistaken. It wasn't. I just had assumed though because I could have sworn. I don't know. That would be the worst, dude. If you were like a murderer in a past life, if you were a serial killer, you were reincarnated as a Disney star.
Yeah.
Right?
At least Orlando Brown.
Who the fuck is that name is so familiar.
He was the male. He was the main male character in That's So Raven.
Okay, I didn't watch that show.
Yeah, Orlando Brown is notorious for being like kind of crazy and like off the wall. Like after being a Disney star, like he went kind of
He went crazy.
like in and out of jail.
He was
crazy
probably
shit.
like on the male. He was like on the male end of the spectrum.
Yeah, probably.
So, what are you gonna do?
I mean, the most extreme.
The most extreme case is the
Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay Culkin got it pretty bad. Yeah.
But he's bounced back though a little bit. He makes appearances and he's like better now, but he's still
pretty fucked up.
You can tell by his face.
Oh, dude,
that he's.
You know who else probably had it pretty rough? Corey Feldman.
Yep.
He probably had it rough. I think the cast of Stand By Me. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Okay, I'm not.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Josh Peck.
Josh Peck. He's the one that was that's the Drake and Josh guy who.
Yeah,
was,
Josh. He's the fatter one.
Oh, he's the fatter one.
Yeah, that's
the other
Josh.
one. Drake Bell was the one who he's like a Mexican star now.
Yeah, I mean,
but he's also a pedophile.
Yeah, that whole happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Drake Campana or whatever.
Campana.
Yeah. In which means bell in Spanish, which is funny.
That's very funny.
That was just like a side hustle. But yeah, Drake had a
spat.
Drake Bell had a
spat with the law.
Yeah, in terms of
children,
some sort of underage thing. Such cases.
If I could be a child star for any network, I've never heard of like a BET child star getting fucked up.
I mean, what BET shows have kids in them?
Case in point.
Everybody Hates Chris. I don't know many BET exclusive shows.
I don't know any BET exclusive. Basketball Wives. Is that a BET show?
It might be.
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
It might be. I don't know.
Fuck. Try to name one BET show off the top. Can you? Oh, Wild 'N Out.
Wild 'N Out was BET?
I think. Was it? Dude. BET might be like one of the best.
Black and Jewish BET shows from the 2000s.
Wait, why'd you say Black and Jewish?
That was a BET show from recently.
Really?
A lot of Tyler Perry stuff. Tyler Perry's House of Pain.
But nobody who works for BET has ever made like an accusation against a BET producer or like anybody on the case. It's just all love over there.
Yeah,
it's because it's
the Cosby
all black,
Show,
bro. It's all black.
The Cosby Show was on BET for a little bit.
Bro, they love each other. They would never.
Different Strokes.
Isn't that's supposed to be a good show, right?
The Bernie Mac Show.
Oh, I bet that show kills. I've never seen it. I bet that's a good show.
Everybody Hates Chris. They had the Cleveland Show on BET for a little bit.
That's a okay show.
Yeah. But again, it's hard to even remember any of this because cable. It's been so long since.
Yeah, bro. When's the last time you were flipping through channels? They have this app
at
on
hotels because nobody I know has cable. So I'm or at Airbnb, like nobody has cable.
Do you ever use the like Roku? The Roku has their own cable now.
Peacock TV,
yeah,
or not Peacock, Pluto TV.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. That's
cable now.
That's pretty much cable.
I like it.
Free
I think
cable.
It's cool. Yeah. And they have some good shows on there.
They run Cops on there.
Storage Wars too.
Yeah. American Pickers.
Bro, Storage Wars.
Storage Wars is cool. that always intrigued me to you know, are there like storage units like up for auction that like have some crazy secret stuff in them?
Oh, dude. Have you never seen the show?
Yeah, I have.
They got all kinds of cool shit in there.
Yeah, but I feel like I would like, oh, I'm gonna buy this storage unit for $800, and then it ends up being like
Fucking crap.
phone books and shit, like stupid shit. It's like a gamble.
It's kind of a gamble, but I think that's why they do it. They like it.
Remember how funny I was at the slot machines in Vegas?
Dude, that was one of the hardest I've ever laughed in my whole life.
Granted,
No,
we were under certain circumstances that might have made you laugh more.
Yes, but nonetheless, it was one of the funnier things you've ever done
Thank
in
you.
your life.
That made Ben like me more.
Yeah, that was the moment I knew that Chris was going to eventually he was going to eventually be offered many comedy jobs. When you said that the Indian people take their shit and they shit and then they insert the shit into the slot machines and then they get or maybe it was they get rupees and insert the rupees and then they get paid out in shit.
Yeah,
or something.
it was some sort of.
So as opposed to like coins flying out, it would just be shit.
Yeah,
and the Indian people are like super happy.
It's not. Yeah, it's saying the joke now doesn't hit the same as when we were in there in person.
It was something along the lines of like an Indian guy putting rupees into a slot machine, and then like he's swiping on the screen like
I think
a
it was just
gambling
putting
app.
shit into the slot machine.
Putting shit into the slot machine,
and then you just get
rupees.
Shit.
Yeah, funny. Yeah.
It was a shit.
Anything to do with Indians and shit is destined to be a great joke.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it.
We're not ruining it. It's just a good premise.
I was saying some other funny because remember there was that area of the hotel that had the terrarium with the mushroom kingdom.
That was a huge section. That was cool. And there had fairies, like big life-sized fairies, dressed up.
And we were there, and we're like,
yeah, this is awesome.
What's up with this?
We're like, we need to be here more.
Yeah,
we got to go back to Vegas, man. Fuck,
Vegas is fun. If Skankfest, the next Skankfest is in September.
We should just do an annual Vegas trip.
Yeah, we should just go to Skankfest again, and then we could run. We were there last year, right? We were there last.
Fuck, when did we go to
July
that?
Or
no, it wasn't July.
September.
Really? That was a long time ago.
Some
middle of the year last year.
It was like Q4 of last year.
Yeah.
But it was great.
That was awesome, man. We got to go back. I want to eat at the Heart Attack Grill.
Yeah.
It might be fun. Just to die.
Yeah. It'd be a good, yeah.
You can say you did it.
Yeah. Let's get a t-shirt.
I got White Castle for the first time out there. That was good. That was good.
I had fun and
every single dude. I've always like, they make White Castle look so unappealing in every like piece of media.
It was hitting.
Every piece of media I've ever seen involving White Castle makes the burgers look like fucking shit. I went. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good burgers. But you have to go to an actual. You can't buy the White Castle sliders in the freezer at the store.
No. Those are.
Yeah, those are bad.
White Castle is. I'm sure if we had a White Castle here though and went a bunch, we'd get sick of it. Mm-hmm. But it's nice as a novelty.
Yeah. Same deal with if we had an InNOut here.
Yeah, if we had an InNOut here, we would probably go crazy and go like once a week, and then eventually it would be like.
It's the same. It's the same everywhere.
Yeah,
it's the same everywhere. You know what I had yesterday that was so good, bro? I had Jersey Mike's.
Oh,
I haven't had Jersey Mike's.
We used to rip Jersey Mike's all the time,
bro. All the time, every day.
Club sub.
Yeah, number 8. I got a number 8, and I gotta say, I don't eat very much. I ate the whole thing, every
regular size.
Bite. Yeah, regular size. I was thinking in my head, I was like, after I got it, I was like, fuck, I should have got a giant. That was so good.
Really? I've never gotten a giant. I just had a club sub mini. recently.
The thing is, the giant is you order it, you eat half, and then you eat the other half like 3 hours after you've had the first one. That's the ticket.
Yeah. And the club sub's great. I go club sub Mike's Way with a little bit of mayo.
Dude, there's nothing
spectacular.
It's like life's few pleasures right there.
Yeah, Jersey Mike's does it right. Jersey Mike's blows Subway out the water, blows
everything,
D'Angelo's
bro.
out the water.
Everything. There's nothing even close. D'Angelo's is for like, that's like, they should have a guy at D'Angelo's who stands at the entrance with a shovel, and as soon as you walk through the door, he smacks you in the face as hard as he can
so you
with
leave,
a shovel.
so you can't eat it.
So you're like, no, so you're in the right mindset to be in a
so
D'Angelo's.
you have birds floating around your head.
Because everybody who eats at a D'Angelo's has fucking birds flying around their head.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on that shit. Yeah. We got to move on.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Well, D'Angelo's is solely Rhode Island and southern Massachusetts. I don't know if you know that.
And it should be smaller. The area of effect that D'Angelo's has, they should condense it.
It used to be better before it got more corporate. It used to be better.
Well, from what I understand, I'm not a native to New England.
You're biased though because you were in there.
Yeah, no, I like saw how the meat got cooked, and it was wait, what's that old saying? It's like if you can't stand if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. It's something about how you don't want to see how the meat's cooked in the kitchen.
Yeah, you don't want
some shit like that. Anyways,
yeah. It's like if you worked at Taco Bell for a year, you'd probably like never want to have Taco Bell again.
Dude, Taco Bell, that would be probably the worst fast food restaurant that you could work at.
I could probably work at McDonald's for a year and then still enjoy McDonald's.
Yeah, but that's like an American staple.
Yeah, McDonald's is like
anytime I get bored of McDonald's, I just watch The Founder with with Michael Keaton, and I'm right back to loving McDonald's.
All right, gonna pause for a second. I gotta switch my laundry.
Let's do this outro.
All right. So
wait, let's just do a quick summarization of the first hour.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about a lot of stuff. I'm just saying we should summarize.
Oh, McDonald's.
So the big points that we hit this hour, we hit the best decade to be a rock star.
Yep.
We were talking about markets, our least favorite type of markets we'd like to shop in.
More or less, yeah.
More or less. Anything else? Any other points? Oh yeah,
went right back onto
Apple and Neuralink and bullshit.
Yeah, Provision.
Yeah, how that's retarded.
Went right back into fast food. So
this hour was probably 30% fast food, 30%.
Yeah, fast food. I think we have fast food in every episode.
Well,
it might just be part of our nature.
If there's like a overwhelming consensus that we shouldn't be talking about fast food, I've not heard it yet.
Yeah, I've actually heard positive things about us talking
I think
about fast
they
food.
love when we talk about fast food.
It's just because we're being real.
Dude, I don't give a fuck if people like fast food it's a big part of my life. Okay? It's a big part of my life.
It's an American thing.
It matters. It's an important part of my life.
It is.
And if I didn't have fast food in my life, I'd be a lot healthier, but it would be I'd also be less retarded. I like talking about it though. It's fun.
Yeah, everybody can relate.
And guys, if you wanted to drink, if you're going to the Patreon and you want to share the same beer that me and Chris are drinking,
we're drinking Corona.
Like you're in the room with us, then you can go and buy Corona Premiers. These are 90 calorie Pomona.
We're drinking Pomona.
Oh, that's the hour.
All right, guys. Join us on the Patreon for the second half of the episode. Thank you, YouTube. Please subscribe, like, comment if you enjoy it. We will have more guests in the future. This is a classic Ben and Chris no guest pod. And we're gonna switch over to the Patreon. Patreon link is in the YouTube description. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Music, it is patreon.com. Patreon.com/HK2 podcast.
And thank you very much for listening, y'all. We'll see you on the Patreon.
We'll see you on the Patreon.
Bye.